It's Monday and I'm home. Traveling yesterday was not that bad. The only thing was my flight going out of Long Beach was 15 minutes delayed, and I only had 30 minutes to begin with for getting gate to gate when I landed in Vegas. And so I missed my boarding group. That's how I literally ran. I landed in the C concourse and had to go all the way to B. And I'm really bummed. I thought, I was gonna have I don't know, a little bit of time, because for those of you who don't know, I am from Vegas. For a split second, I was like, maybe I should miss this flight and get on the next one. And I could have maybe seen Chris, or at least walked around and done some shopping. I did get some stuff at Long Beach Airport for souvenirs for a couple of my girlfriends and my sister-in-law. You guys, I came home last night and I Ubered because the kids were going to be asleep. It was my first time ever taking an Uber. Yeah, by myself, I think it is, actually. I came home and my house was absolutely spotless. And on my bed waiting for me was this big, huge poster that Andrew and Aiden finger painted. And Andrew wrote me a card saying how much he missed me. It just melted my heart. All the laundry's done. He did a few things around the house. And, he just was going on and on about, house isn't a home without you, and, we missed you so much. And I think him being at home for a week straight with the kids kind of gave him a little bit of an insight of what goes on, with me during the day. And he's like, I just felt like I was cleaning all day long. I was just picking stuff up all day long. I would cook, and then I would clean, and then I would get the kids dressed, and I would clean, and, so it's very, very nice to be appreciated and to feel missed. That just warms my little heart. So I woke up with Bailey for her nighttime feed, and she was so excited. I was kind of nervous that she was gonna maybe not remember, but she did. As soon as I picked her up, she was jumping up and down, literally jumping. Even now, look at the face. Yes, my heart. And she woke up again this morning at 7, and so I closed the door and wanted Andrew to sleep. Aiden's not even awake yet, and it's 7:45, but I'm so excited for my very first iced coffee. I went to bed with my hair wet. The first thing, I didn't even touch Andrew when I came home last night. I jumped right in the shower. This lady in front of me from Vegas to Phoenix was coughing and blowing her nose, and I was covering my mouth, because not only do I not have an immune system, I have a baby and kids, and so I don't want to get anybody sick. So literally I didn't touch anything in the house. I went straight upstairs, stripped off my clothes and put them in the basket, and freaking took a shower. I want Andrew to relax as much as possible, and so or maybe he'll want to leave that. I don't want to leave the house today. I want to unpack and really spend time with the kids. I'm not going to stress about getting my suitcases unpacked like I normally would. I kind of had a little pep talk with myself on the airplane last night, and wrote in my journal a lot. I did edit some of the vlog, and that's another thing I got to get done today. But just about stressing about really stupid stuff that doesn't matter. That takes away time with my kids. Deep cleaning my house all the time. You know what I mean? I don't need to do that all the time. I want to really just do one thing a day to keep my house clean, but I want to spend more time with my kids, man. I feel like I don't, even though I'm a stay-at-home mom. I just keep myself busy the whole time they're awake. I do computer work, or I do this, or I do that. So I'm pretty sure we have some friend mail as well. Yeah, so I have something from Christina, who's my, oh my gosh, look. Andrew put this in here too. It's a little painting that Aiden did. Oh my god, that's so freaking cute. And then I have friend mail from Missy that I'm really excited about. So we'll open all that stuff later, but I'm gonna go make a coffee. I'm so bummed. Missy got me this beautiful set of little pumpkins. That one's completely shattered. This one, I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, you can. It's cracked all the way around. And there's a piece on the inside. And they're so stinking cute. And then, remember how I was telling you guys I can never find redone at TJ Maxx or anything, and so she found me this. And then Christina got me this, and then it has our address, and then it has this really cute little key, the Cocco's 2018. So I'm gonna put that in a frame, I think, and put it somewhere. And a really beautiful card. Missy's card was really cute too. It was all marble. Look at her little tissue paper too. It was really cute. Cheetah print definitely reminds me of Missy. So bummed about that. You know what? I've had quite a few packages actually that arrived to me and they're just absolutely shattered. Miss Nessa has sent me stuff and it just gets absolutely ruined. I think it's our post office, but I'm so bummed. I think I can display the turquoise one. I kind of worry about the kids, but I think it'll be fine. But the purple one's gonna have to go in the trash. But thank you. Hello? Hello? Taking my third shower. Aiden's watching Baby Bum on my bed while I'm unpacking and Bailey is taking a nap. And I feel so much better, you guys. Like, I can't even describe to you what coming home last night meant. Not only, like, I don't know. Andrew just had the entire house clean. Like, I went in my closet this morning. Like, he even cleaned our closet because he had, like, a bunch of boxes and stuff on his side, and he knows how much, like, I hate clutter and stuff. And it just goes back to, like, that whole anxiety thing, you know? But like I said earlier, I'm going to work on it. I really am. Whether I need to get, like, professional help about, like, rewiring my brain to not flip out about stupid stuff that literally doesn't affect us. I mean, there's some point of cleanliness that, you know what I mean? And Andrew's a clean person anyway, but clutter and stuff like that shouldn't bother me. I just did a Instagram post and I was just talking about, you know what I mean, what I was just saying to you guys about, like, Andrew, and I'm so blessed with that dude that you guys have no idea. You have no idea. This was sitting on our bed. Like, what? He's just so sweet. He just is. And then I'll show you the finger painting that him and Aiden did. Isn't that cute? I want to, like, literally frame this because you guys have heard me talk about before that Andrew's just not good at gifts, or, like, he's not, like, super romantic, but I just love him, you know, and this was literally probably the most romantic thing he's ever done, and I just want to cherish it forever. I really do. So cute. It's like neon paint and his handprints there, Aiden's handprints there, which he said was quite the task to get Aiden's handprint. Hi guys, it's I don't know what time it is, 4? Something like that. Bailey's sleeping and I'm making some din din. I'm making mac and cheese. It's the Simple Truth cheddar, deluxe cheddar, and then some green beans and chicken. Innovative, I know. I also filmed this tutorial. It was the makeup that I had on yesterday that I was so in love with. I was thinking about giving my face a break, and then I was like, why would you do that? Perfect way to end a Monday night. It's really nice outside. I don't know why I'm going swimming with all this freaking makeup on. Also, low-key rocking a tan line. Good morning. It's just me and her up right now. The boys are still sleeping. What a bunch of losers. Yeah. What a bunch of losers. Hello. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Yes, it is. Isn't it? Yes, it is. And somebody's crawling almost. She can get from the sit-up to the flat. And then she sticks her little booty up in the air and starts rocking. Bailey and I have been chilling for about an hour now by ourselves. We had like a freak storm last night. It was literally right over our house. Aiden woke up at 3 a.m. and ended up in our bed. And that was before the storm. I don't know what the deal was with that. And then Bailey woke up at 3 a.m. and she didn't want to go back to sleep. I took a Instagram photo for our matching PJs. Today we're going to run a bunch of errands. We have a ton of errands to run today. but they're gonna be fun ones. Missy and I were messaging earlier this morning, and we were talking about all the idiocy with Laura Lee and Manny, and their apologies are so fake. I also just looked, I never do this, I looked at my subscriber count, and I'm like 4 away from hitting 3,000, which is really cool considering, I mean, I haven't been doing regular videos in so long, and I don't know, I think that's really, really cool. I'm definitely getting back into regular content, I think, but I don't want to go back to where I was uploading every single day, and I don't want my content to get boring either, like where you expect it. I really loved the schedule when I first did it, where I had like, what did I do? Make It Monday. I used to do crafts, believe it or not. Way back in the day, I used to do Make It Monday, Tutorial Tuesday. I did Worth It Wednesdays. I did Thoughts on Thursdays. I don't remember what I did on Fridays. I did Subscription Saturdays. I did Sunday Funday Haul. So I was uploading like every single day, and that's where I got in trouble, because that is a lot of money when you're doing like the reviews and stuff like that. Tutorials aren't that big of a deal, and you know, I don't mind sharing hauls, because not like how I was, where it was every collection that came out high-end drug. I didn't do a ton of drugstore. I want to get into more videos that like you guys want to see, you know, not just ideas that I come up with. I love doing the vlogs. Vlogs will probably always be there, and I want to get into some more videos. I was thinking about maybe doing something about the business side, because I researched for freaking ever on how to like even get started, like doing business ads, which is like your name, your business name. You have to like register it, pay for it, getting registered with your state so you have like a tax license, getting your wholesale license, setting up. I don't know what I'm going to do about my Shopify expired. You have to, Shopify and Wix and all that, they advertise for free, but if you take money, it's not for free. So like, it's a good forum for like doing a blog and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I still haven't decided what I'm going to do, because those as well, like you have to kind of create it yourself. I really don't want to do Etsy. And I'm not like knocking Etsy at all, but I just feel like sometimes your business gets lost because there's just so many people on there. I don't know. I was even thinking for a while, like just running it through Instagram and doing PayPal, but I feel like that's not official for me. Again, if you do any of these things that I don't want to do, I'm not knocking it. It's just, I have a vision specific in my head, and I want to stay true to that, which is why I like never launched it quickly, or you know what I mean, did anything. It's funny because I used my wholesale license and I bought a ton of stuff. I spent a lot of money before the t-shirt side of it, when I thought I was just going to be like an online boutique. So I bought like purses, coin purses, and like makeup bags, and I had a bunch of stuff, and I even like bought packaging on how to like wrap it up and stuff like that, and it just never came to be, and it was just sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. So I actually made like goodie bags and gave them out as gifts during Christmas. And no, not during Christmas, it was when MOPS ended. I made like goodie bags for some girls there, and I sent goodie bags to friends, and I just like wanted it all out because I was like so upset that I didn't do anything with it, and then I wanted to do the t-shirt thing anyway. So I'm gonna look right now. I'm gonna take some classes. Silhouette. I've watched a million YouTube videos and I just can't get the vinyl to cut correctly. I've tried it, so I'm gonna figure that out. And I think today I'm gonna order a desk for that room so I can put my Silhouette and my printer, regular printer. Enough talking. I'm gonna go get ready for the day. Hey guys, Aiden and I are on our way to the grocery store. We're using my mom's truck this week because I have to go over there every night and feed Tootsie, and so we're doing that, and then we're gonna go dick around. I just wanted to show you today's makeup. I used that Aspen Navard palette again, and it's getting better, I think. It just isn't anything that like I was expecting. I thought it was gonna blow my mind. but it didn't. I just feel like a lot of the colors blend together. I'm hoping that we're gonna be able to look for a desk for me. I really want to get a big girl desk. And I was telling you guys that we were gonna wait, but I decided not to because I'm investing in me and I need that to move on with my business. I was thinking about doing like a business name reveal, and I made a Instagram account for maybe whoever wants to follow me, and I can like update you guys there on the actual business, so I'm not talking about it here all the time. If anything, I never want you guys to feel like I'm pushing you guys to buy anything from me or anything like that. I never want to feel like a salesperson on here. You know what I mean? I'm all about advertising myself, but in the right channels. You know, it does me some good to mention it here, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna constantly be like, buy this from me, blah, blah, blah. So for anyone who is interested, I think I might do like a whole video and just show some designs and stuff, but that's gonna be a little whiles away because like I told you guys earlier, I'm gonna start looking at classes and stuff. I did a bunch of admin stuff. I didn't feel like doing it at all yesterday. Yesterday was my first day back home, so I did that first thing this morning. I had to call insurance. We're having more issues. I stopped I'm not going to that pediatrician anymore. They're a bunch of idiots. They don't know how to process claims correctly. So I'm not gonna keep messing with them, especially because with Aiden we have to go see a bunch of specialties and he has referrals that are active, and so I'm not dicking with that at all. So we'll see how it goes with a new pediatrician. Hopefully they're just as good, because I loved the doctor, but I'm not gonna keep messing with the staff up front because I like the person who talks to me, you know what I mean? She doesn't really do that much. It's not like surgery or, you know what I mean, therapy where you're there like once a week. We see her every once in a while. So anyways, I'm at the store now, so I'm gonna take care of this, and then like I said, we're gonna be gone all day, probably all night. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hi guys, it is the end of Tuesday. It was an awesome day. We went to we were originally gonna go to the mall and stuff, but by the time we got done with getting Aiden's haircut and stuff, it was just already so late. So we decided, nope. We went to Target, and then we went home and ordered a ton of sushi. I'm so full. So now we're back at my parents' house, and it's music, lights, pool time. Andrew found a scorpion as soon as we came into the garage. So he sent a picture of it to my mom, and now she's flipping out. Anyways, tomorrow goes back to your regular programming with Andrew going back to work and Brittany at home with the kids. Except I have a vehicle, which is kind of exciting. The options are endless. Let's see what we get into. Hi guys, it's Wednesday and it's 2:41. I debated about even talking at all today just because I had a very awful morning. It was very, very awful. I'm not gonna go too much into it. I'm not gonna like say what happened or anything like that because it just is going to bring me back to that place, and I'm not going back there. I can't. I'm in a big, beautiful new house. I have a beautiful new baby. I have the most amazing son. I have an amazing husband, and I could absolutely find things that are wrong, but why? Why pick out that just because that's the way the conversation is going? I'm so sick of the negativity, and I've cut people out before, and I'm unfortunately gonna have to do it again, and it's just so crazy. I just can't get over it being this, you know what I mean? I'm just not gonna go there. I'm not. So anyways, like I was saying, I was so ready to like completely melt down and just let the day go by and just wait until 8 o'clock when my kids go to bed, and I'm on day 1 of being by myself with them, and something so stupid that had to do with me and not them, you know what I mean? I'm not going to let that affect them and how I parent them, and let them see me sit on a couch and wallow away because I had a bad day or a bad morning. It wasn't even a whole day. So that's what I did. I edited a tutorial, which has already gone up. Have everyone dressed and teeth brushed and faces washed, and Miss Bailey is eating some cantaloupe and getting sticky, and yeah, she's getting ready for a nap. I did some stuff in her room. I hung a couple shelves, and I was going to hang a couple pictures, but she got real fussy while I was up there. So came downstairs, and I'm going to make another cup of coffee. I just wanted to come on here and say that it's never too late. It's never too late to change your way of thinking. I mean, I'm telling you guys that even though I'm like really bubbly and fun on here, you know what I mean? Like there are times where my mind goes to such a dark place. And I'm sure this goes with everyone, you know, where you just I don't know, maybe not everyone, but it's just the way I was brought up, being around the people I was around. And so I am so ready to break that chain, and I wish I would have done it earlier, because I feel like things could have been a lot better with me and Andrew, because he's so patient and he's so kind, and he doesn't judge people he knows, people he doesn't know. He just doesn't judge them. And so I really wish I would have taken that lesson in a page out of his book so much sooner than 7 years later. So anyways, I just, you know, wanted to share that with you, because you guys really seem to connect with me, because I am just like your everyday person, and I have struggles. You know what I mean, have to pay bills, I have to clean this house, I have to stay home with 2 kids, and none of that is a bad thing, but you don't see other people doing it on here. You know what I mean? You don't see, I don't know. Anyways, so I just got a letter from one of you, and I don't know if she wants me to tell who she is or not, but she just wrote me the most beautiful letter telling me how much like she appreciates me saying stuff like this to you guys, you know, like just raw everyday stuff, like I said, like paying bills and going through medical issues with myself or my kids, or you know what I mean, like battles with insurance companies, or you know, just everyday stuff. And she literally brought me to tears. Like she was just so sweet and just thanked me for being genuine and reminded me that numbers don't matter. Like it doesn't matter how many subscribers I have. The people that are here for me are genuinely here for me and rooting for me. I can't tell you how many times that has brought me out of a dark place. You know what I mean? Just someone saying, I really appreciate how you do this, or I really loved how you showed this. Like it makes me feel like I'm not doing this for nothing, because we already had that discussion about how sometimes I feel like I'm not doing anything with myself, and just little comments like that in letters, like it makes me feel good. It really does. So thank you to her. I really don't know if she wants me to tell you who she is, but maybe she'll tell you who she is down in the comments. I don't know. So anyways, I'm gonna go show you guys what I did in Bailey's room. So I started this. I still need to put this one up above, and I think that'll look really cute. What was that music box? I need to find something else to put up there and cut the tag off of her, but I really like how it turned out. I originally was going to do like a big, huge wall of stuff, but I changed my mind because the photo frames didn't turn out how I wanted them. So this is going to get its own wall. These are the ones that I showed you that came from that company on Amazon. It was like a woman that did it. It took for freaking ever though. I don't know if I'd recommend it. They turned out all right, and it's cute, but I don't know. If you want to know where they're from, let me know. So I'm going to put those on this wall, and then I have 3 other frames, and they just have like random prints in them, but I think I'm going to change them to actual pictures of Bailey, because I only have that one right there. So I think that's what I'm going to do, but she's getting ready for a nap, so I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so it is now 5 o'clock, so I thought I would check back in with you. I definitely put my time to use. I did my granite, I cleaned my table, I made Aiden dinner, and I cleaned off this little counter behind me, so I thought I would share it with you because it's really cute. And a lot of people have been asking me about doing a house tour, and I am going to do one, but the only thing is that we have a couple more things to do for the house. Like the garage has a unit that needs to be hung, and it's like a storage rack, so I want to get that out of the way. I'm gonna start on my chairs that I already have for this bar right here that are gonna go on the bars, like they're bar stools. And then there's a spare bedroom that is like Andrew's media room that the bookshelves need to be strapped and hunkered down to the walls, and he can unload all of his stuff. Because the way I did it is when I came over by myself the day that we got the keys, I did a complete video of the house, of it empty. I mean, the whole entire house. And so the way I want to do it is that I do like this room empty, this room with stuff, and then in a year I'm going to add it what it looks like then. Hopefully within a year we can get some stuff done, like, I don't know, paint. Anyways, and so that's what I want to do. So I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on the bedrooms, the upstairs bedroom and some other stuff before we do anything, before I do the house tour. So I just want to share this cute little counter with you because I like the way it turned out. So this is like a kind of little office area. I know like this area back here is an entire office, but I open mail and stuff like that right here. Oh, this is open. So I wanted to share that with you. I just got this little calendar at the Target dollar spot, and I always look, even though I have, you know what I mean, my planner and I have a calendar on my phone, I like to look up and just see what date it is. So I have that, and then we have the baby monitor. These little glass jars I got at the dollar store, and I just put my vitamins in them because I have to take iron 3 times a day. I didn't want like a bunch of pill bottles just like sitting out on the counter. These are my postnatal chewy vitamins that I have to take for, not have to, but they recommend taking prenatal vitamins a year after birth, and I found these that are prenatal and postnatal, so it takes care of you. It supports like if you want to do breastfeeding and stuff like that. And then I do have to take a vitamin B12 every single day. So those are my vitamins. This is my K-cup carousel that I made. It was like a piece of garbage that I found, and then I stenciled it. This was back in Maryland when I had a black and red kitchen, so I could repaint it something different, but that's the last thing on my mind. And then obviously our Keurig. My husband likes to have Bailey's in his coffee, and I just get the Kirkland brand. And then Miss Nessa sent this to me because her and I were talking about our love for coffee, because it's so cute. So I love this little counter. I think it's very cute, very functional, and it doesn't drive my OCD crazy that bad. Like those 2 cards sitting there are kind of irritating me, but not gonna go there. Working on change. I finished Bailey's room hanging stuff today, so I thought I would share with you. I'm so happy how it turned out. It looks so good. So when you first walk in, we have those curtains, which I don't know if I showed you. I had to get some blackout ones. They're gray, but they look kind of black right now. So got those hung. I did this today, which just, I don't know what it is. It's like the cutest thing I think I've ever done. Oh, I'm so proud of that little corner. And then I got these hung. Look, they're semi-even and semi-level. There's a little black mark right there from the tape measure, which I have to remove with the magic eraser, but no big deal. And then I did this, and then that, and then there's the queen. I showed you guys that floral basket 2 weeks ago, so I have some headbands to put away. I just need to redo her closet. I have like books right there. I was thinking about hanging these stars. Remember I was telling you guys, but I'm not sure. And then this little pile was there when I got home from California. Andrew doesn't know that all of her blankets go down there. Silly boy. So I'm officially done with Bailey's room. Well, I want to really get those removable wallpaper to put in the corners up here. Like at the edge of the ceiling, they have like a floral to just like cascade across the wall. Would be really cute. Night night, Bailey. Aiden's in bed. Bailey's in bed. I got some stuff done today. Remember I was telling you guys all the stuff I did, and I was like trying to reaffirm like my power of positivity, and every single time I do that, the devil messes with me. I mean, Bailey was in the most terrible mood all day. She wasn't sleeping. She was like crying, which I attribute to her teeth. Aiden like was in that mood where he just was trying to make me mad. I feel like that has to do with Andrew lets him get away with a lot more than I do, and that's natural with any, I feel like father relationship, you know what I mean? They just don't, they're not as nitpicky as we are. Like, don't jump on this, don't do that, don't do, you know. And so he was just trying today. And mind you, it was my first day back with them by myself. And so I like wanted to break down a couple of times. It was just a very, very trying day. And I'm ready for it to be over. And I am proud of myself for how I handled today, considering in the past I really would have just swam in that darkness. I feel like today was such a win, and that doesn't always happen for me. And if you struggle, you know what I mean, if there's horrible, hard things going on in your life, which I've talked to some of you and I feel like maybe we're in the same boat, not specifically situational, but maybe emotionally, you know, like we're just going through some hard times, and it's so hard to have a victory on days like this. And I'm just really glad that I kept that faith that I could get through it, and I didn't lose to the anger and the darkness, honestly. Not a great way to start back, but life happens. So I'm gonna call it a day.
Bienvenido. El amo se puede volver. Ese espantoso vestuario es cautivador, señor.
I just filmed a tutorial on this look. It is so 90s grunge unintentionally. It's kind of messy, but I kind of like it. I don't know. I was in that mood anyway. I was like, I even said at the beginning, I was like, I want to do something very dark and dramatic and messy. Achieved. I haven't worn lipstick in so long. My top lip is just so much smaller. All right, so I got done filming the haul part, and I cleaned up my little area. My little, sorry, my boob itches. I cleaned up my desk area and like wiped it down and everything. And then I have some postcards that I'm gonna send out, but I think that you need a postcard stamp. Look at my hair, what is going on? It looks like I have a mullet. What the hell? That was weird. I think you need postcard stamps nowadays. And then I'm making piles. I have 3 different piles of like gifts that I'm sending. So I'm gonna get some envelopes when I go to Target. And then I need to put my candles away, and this room is pretty much cleaned up except for all of that. It's organized chaos, I promise. I need to go through my nail polishes and get rid of some and stuff like that. Shauna and I are talking to each other, and we're making our list for tomorrow is the Rouge event. And if you have like 3,000, is it 3,000 or 2,500? If you have 2,500 points or something like that, you get a $100 gift card. And I've been saving them just because I don't enjoy this free sample stuff anymore. I used to, because I buy so much, it just sits there forever. I end up giving it away, which is not a big deal to give it away, but I just didn't want to spend my money on it, basically. Long story short. So I've been saving them, and I have like over 3,000. But again, that's like over the course of probably 2 years. The only time I ever spend points is if it's something good, like the Stila little mascaras or something like that. So I have to go to Target, but Bailey's still sleeping, so I'm trying to take advantage of that. So I'm going to try and clean up some of this, and I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to go put my candles away and hopefully get my room put together. Sorry. I still haven't found a desk, but I want like a nice quality one. I don't want to get an IKEA one because my heat press weighs probably like 50 pounds and I want to have it out. So I can't wait. I'm so glad, you guys, that I told you about that, because it's going to hold me accountable. Like now I'm researching classes. I looked it up, and there's like one licensed silhouette instructor here, and it's only in Goodyear though, which is like a 40-minute drive, and I can email her, but we'll see. We'll see what I can do. But I really am going to get started on it soon. So I'm going to finish up probably this week. Maybe next week I'll get cracking on it. I want to take like this weekend and get some stuff done that like needs to be done for the kids and everything like that. I'm going to get Aiden signed up for some classes since he's not starting school, so we can get a little bit more socialized.
Andrew's off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so next week we're gonna get a lot of stuff around the house done that we've been holding off on. I'm gonna import this footage from the video and the tutorial that I just did, and then I'm going to keep working on my beauty room while talking to Shauna about everything makeup. I'll talk to you guys at Target maybe. I got too late to go to Target, so not that I feel like I wasted my makeup, like I need to go somewhere every time I put a face on, but it's probably better that I didn't go out with this look on anyway. So I decided it's too early to go to my parents' house. So I wanted to show you what we got at Costco. This is by the brand Neat Freak, and so it was only like $50 for this big, huge thing. All the containers are included. Andrew was like, we should just get one at IKEA. I go, no, because then at IKEA, the things are cheap, number one. Number two, you have to find the bins and pay for those separately. So I was like, let's just do this. And he was like, so I'm going to put it together. Let's do it. It's about close to 9, and both the kids are asleep. And I am double masking. I have baby facial on my face, and I have that unicorn mask in my hair. I'm gonna edit some videos. I think I need to get and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Guys, it's Friday and I am going to go get gas for this truck. It's probably gonna be about $565. And gas her up and drop her off. Hi guys, so many revelations have come about for myself. Like I said, this week is all about like self-reflection, clean slates, stuff like that. We actually, believe it or not, just had a man come and install an alarm system and cameras, and so that's really cool. Excuse me. He wasn't a man, he was a kid. He was a really nice kid. He was like probably 21. Oh, to be 21 again. We, for anyone who's interested, look and see if you guys have this company. This is called Envision. It is powered by Brinks. So, cool thing about our alarm, just a quick little, if you're interested in alarm systems. So, typically with like ADT, for example, you have an alarm system and say it goes off. They dispatch to police. The police think I think it's 97% of alarms are false alarms. So number one, you get charged $95 if it is a false alarm. The police department charges you $95. Number two, they don't go right away because, again, 90 whatever percent are false. So with this brand that we chose, we have a speaker tied to our little panel of where you put in your key code and stuff, and so the actual alarm company can speak to you. So if they come on and they're like, is everything okay, I can say, you know, yes, my name is such and such, this is my passcode, I accidentally opened the back door and forgot my alarm was on. They say okay. If I'm not okay, or if I'm not even home, they can listen and hear people move around. So they can hear someone say, hey, I'll go out the back, you go out the front, the alarm's going off, you know. And so my alarm company directly calls the police department, so it then becomes a hot call, which is priority. I only know that because of Andrew being in PD. Also, something really cool is that I can open and close my garage door from my phone. There's a lot of people who would be like, oh my gosh, if somebody gets a hold of your phone, then you're screwed. Somebody can just go into your, you know, thing. But you have to put in a passcode for that as well. There's also a hostage code. So if I was coming in through the garage and somebody came up behind me and put like a gun to my back, let's just say, and forced me to turn off my alarm system, I would put in a key code and it would go off like normal, but the code that I used is different from my regular one, and that notifies my alarm company, and they start listening without saying anything because it's a hostage they call it hostile situation. And so they would, again, listen to everything that's going on, and they would be communicating with the police department the entire time. So very cool, very safe, and super affordable. Again, this is not like I'm sponsored by an alarm company. For 2 cameras, front door, back door, you could obviously add more, which I think each camera you add is $10, and we only wanted the 2. We didn't want any inside, just because like him and I don't want to watch each other. Like, that's weird. Feel like you're being watched all the time, but it's okay if you're coming through the doors. That doesn't bother us. So anyways, 2 cameras. We have 4 sensors for the sliding glass door, the garage door, the door going into the door going into the garage, the front door, and then where my beauty room is, it's like street view, and it's literally the only window accessible from the ground besides like the back. So they put a sensor on that, and then on these 2 big windows and this one right here, they put a sound if the glass breaks. So for all of that plus the alarm, we had a AAA discount, we had a military discount, and then you got installation equipment and everything for free. It was like over $1,500 with like the service of them incoming, the service of them installing the equipment, and then hookup. It was like $1,500, and you got all of that waived if you took a picture with a sign and put a sign in your front yard, which I'm more than willing to advertise that I have an alarm system. Don't try me. So that was really, really cool. Anyway, long story short.
Bailey. Psst. Hi. There she goes, folks. There she goes. Hi. Hi guys. So I thought I would share with you the toy area, the loft that I put together, but I wanted to start off with down here in this little hallway. I organized some stuff that was up in the toy room, or that is considered toys, that I don't want Aiden to have a hold of. Like, I'll show you. So this is what they called the Hav Hall. So that leads into our garage, and then that's a little closet that I was organizing. But I just thought I would show you what I ended up doing with this. Is I got these a long time ago, and they're just literally organized chaos. There's just junk like this. Why is this in there? But can't keep cleaning everything. I can't even talk. You can't keep everything clean all the time, but it is kind of somewhat organized. So these are all like my sunglasses and stuff, and then like I said, this is just like junk. There's a bow for Bailey, a bib for Bailey, and then we keep the kids' backpacks, my purse. This bag is full of diapers that don't fit Bailey anymore, that need to go to donation. And then I have like a little setup for changing the kids' diapers downstairs, and I didn't want it like out for everyone to see. So there's wipes and diapers and butt cream and anything that I would need in there. And I never ended up returning these cushions, even though they don't fit exactly. I don't know, I really liked the way it looked. So this bin right here has a ton of stuff for Miss Kaya, like shampoos and leashes and stuff like that. And then that is a shopping cart cover for Bailey and also my baby Bjorn. Or it's not a baby Bjorn, it's the same thing. So this is what I kind of organized. We had to take that from, I took that from my parents' house, and so I just wanted to hang it up on there. But we also have like our mops and brooms and stuff like that. And then we had board games at my parents' house that I took, and I put those up there. That is a bag full of gifts for my sister-in-laws and their little girl for when they come for Christmas. And then we have some sunscreen. I picked these up at Target. I didn't even show you guys these, I don't think, when Andrew and I went this week. These were on clearance for 50% off. So for $12 you got a whole strand, and they're like the old school filament, like Edison bulbs. And so I'm really excited. I think that they're gonna look really, really cool when we do our patio next year. So I got 3 of those. We have a cone for Kaya when she starts scratching really bad. But these
we're in my beauty room, and so this little basket right here, this has like Aiden's finger paints. It has a bubble wand, and then I put his like magic markers in here that only go on like that certain paper. This is full of crayons. These are stamps that are like that invisible ink. It's like kind of like those Crayola markers. You have to like put it on that special paper for it to show up. And it's the Dory theme. So you have look, there's Bailey, the beluga. And then Hank. And then we have some sidewalk chalk. So this is just stuff that obviously like I didn't want him to have a hold of like any access to, because this would be all over my floor. This would be all over my walls. The crayons would be all over my walls. He'd probably chew these up because they don't do anything exciting except for on that paper. And so anyways, that's just all of that. Then in this bad boy, I have the little magic coloring books. I have plain notebooks. He has like some primary school like practicing your letters and stuff like that, which he's obviously not even ready for. But and then in this one we have a ton of stickers, and then a Dory matching game. That right there that says Despicable Me is a kite. And then back here are some coats that we will probably never use ever. And then this is a fly swatter. It's one of those electric tennis rackets. A bike pump. Our DVD box. My wrapping paper buddy. We have some camping chairs. So I thought I would share that with you, but I really want to show you the loft and how that turned out. So there's not a light in here, so it's kind of dark, but so you guys remember this. I need to take this downstairs so we can start using it, but this is the thing that I put together, and so I'm so pleased because there were literally just toys everywhere. Random baby blanket. So we have his teddy bear and Mr. Potato Head, and then I somewhat organized this. So this is like all musical instruments. This is like flashcards, and then he has quite a few of these that came with books that go along with it. You guys have seen these. So we have a Thomas, another Thomas, there's like a Mickey Mouse, and stuff like that. This is like full of little like rubber people and animals that go. He has like a Noah's Ark. There's like rubber duckies, stuff like that. This little bin is for Miss Bailey. I picked that up from upstairs. This one is kind of random. It was just stuff that didn't really have a category. Like there's some cars in there. There's like some tops in there. This bucket is full of balls. This one has Legos, and in here are all the blocks. In here are books. Look, this is that brand new book that I bought him from California, and he got a hold of it. He's a damn puppy. In this one, we have stuffed animals. This is a Darth Vader backpack. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Regular stuffed animals. In this one, we have these like activity interactive mats. So this one's like a giant piano. This one does like all kinds of different noises. And then this is like a travel roll-up where you can put cars in it, and if you unroll it, it's like a little town, like you see the carpets, but this one's like a travel one. And then this has like all of his music, big plastic randomness. A choo-choo for Christmas. We have a little boombox. We have a piano. We have a little snail that talks to you. And then same with these ones, are just like bigger stuff that wouldn't fit in here. My goal was to get rid of like these plastic bins, but there's just no way. I should have I didn't declutter it at all. I didn't get rid of hardly anything. This little table was really nice for Aiden when he was younger, and so I'm gonna save that for Bailey. And then these two buckets right here are my books, which I don't know where to put them because there's not room in my beauty room because I'm gonna split it for the business. I didn't want to put them in here because Aiden likes to eat them, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with my books. Quite honestly, I really don't know what I'm gonna do with those. And then this is Aiden's little tunnel system. Andrew's sister bought him this one, and it comes with like all different little pieces.
We bought this one from IKEA a long time ago. Like, he was just a baby when we bought this one, and he used to love crawling through it. And so this one is really cool because it comes like with a little set of balls. Sorry, it's so dark. So it's like a ball pit in that one, and then you can like throw them in this little net. And so I set it up to where they all connect, and he was like doing circles. So you can go in this one and it shoots straight back to the one in the back, and then you come through, and he was like a hamster. He was just doing circles. So he really enjoyed it. And there's a camo tent one that my parents got him. So I found this sign right here, and it's Dr. Seuss, and I don't know what I want to do with this room yet. I want to do something like a theme. I want to put like chalkboard paint, like maybe on this entire wall, so he can just, him and Bailey can just like draw as much as they want. But I also am like super inspired by, have you guys ever seen, I've mentioned her before. Her name is Egrace, and I think she's Albanian, and her Instagram account is the Stiletto Me Up, and then she started the baby, or no, I think she got rid of the Baby Me Up. She had like 3 kids in almost 3 years, like back to back to back. I've mentioned her before. She also has like a baby boutique that she like makes, it's expensive stuff, like celebrities buy this stuff. It's called Itty Bitty Toes. I would definitely buy a dress for Bailey for her first birthday. I just would. Save up for it. It's a big occasion, and I really regret not celebrating Aiden's 3 birthdays big like they should be. I mean, I know they don't remember it and stuff like that, but I don't know. I just feel like later on in life. Anyways, I'm not gonna go down that road. Anyways, so she has that, the Itty Bitty Toes, and then she also is getting ready to launch her own brand for women, and it's called By Grace. I can't figure out how to say her name because it's Egreis, but she says that the Greis is pronounced Grace, but I can't figure out if it's a Grace or Grace. Anyways, so she's launching like a women's brand, and it's gonna go plus sizes, and it's gonna be more affordable, I guess, than Itty Bitty Toes. But some of the samples that she showed, like, it's not really my style. It's like leather skirts and just not my style. But anyways, I'm so inspired by her and her kids' bedrooms. If you ever get a chance, go look at her Instagram account. She did like a playroom a couple years ago before she had her daughter, and it was just the 2 boys. She has 2 boys and then a little girl. And it was really cool because it was like animals all over the walls. And she had like a portion of the wall that had like the roll of paper where they could draw on it and tear it off. She had a portion that was like chalkboard appropriate. But then she went into her son's rooms and she made one like a jungle, and she had like this really cool wood bed that looked like it was hanging from trees, but it's like a bunk bed. And then she had a really, her middle child, who's also a boy, his room is like very Nordic, like animals on the wall and like geometric patterns. And so she incorporated like a chalkboard section in his room, and his bed is like, it looks like it's just a wood frame, but it's like a wooden house frame. And I really wanted to literally copy the exact room for Aiden. It was so well done. And she had a muralist come in and paint like animals and the geometric shapes. There's like mountains in his room. And anyways, if you get a chance, go check it out. I want to definitely do something similar in here. I would love to honestly have Andrew's sister do it. She's so freaking talented when it comes to painting, but I don't want her to come out here on vacation and be like, so do you want to paint my room? How about you just get cracking on that, you know, because it's going to be a fun time. It'll be a 1.5 years since we've seen them by the time they get here, and the babies, who are 2 weeks apart, will almost be 1. So it's like, you know what I mean, you just want to soak up all that love and do really fun things. Like I said, they're the type that they're like ready to go, like go to really cool coffee shops and go check out food places and be a foodie with me, or museums or really cool shops, you know what I mean? So anyways, I just wanted to share my organizational fun with you because you guys really seem to enjoy it. That's all. Good night.
Okay, this is gonna be the end of it, but I have a few things that I want to talk to you guys about that I was, I told you I wanted to talk to you about some stuff. And I've tried to do this like 8 times throughout the week since Wednesday, and it just comes off so weird and too much. So something that I mention every time I try and sit down and do this is that I know you guys appreciate so much me being like super real and honest. I get comments on that on like every vlog, and that means so much to me because I've told you guys before, it's like sometimes you're like kind of scared to be so vulnerable, but there is a line that you can cross with oversharing, and this is completely and totally public. I don't have like any specific emails blocked or anything like that. So there was a situation earlier this week that I'm not going to talk to you guys about, or I'm not going to explain like what happened. Unfortunately, Andrew and I have to cut some people, not cut them out, but we have to distance ourselves from my family because of the situation. And so you guys are going to notice that, you know what I mean? Because every single week, every single day almost, we're over there, we're swimming, we're doing, whatever, and that's going to stop. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you guys the situation. I'm not going to cry about it. It is what it is, and we're going to have to adjust our lives accordingly because we depend on them for a lot of things, and they were a huge part of our lives and our routine, and I thought that they were going to be a huge part of my kids' life, especially moving down the street from them. But everything happens for a reason, and this isn't per se permanent. It's definitely going to be a learning experience, and who knows what'll happen in the future. You constantly grow and learn from things, and hopefully we all do from this situation. But I was telling you, that I kind of like went into like stuff about my childhood and, stuff like that, but I'm not going to do that. Because like I said, this is completely public. Like, my parents have access to YouTube, and they used to watch me when I was in DC, and there's no telling like if they'll start watching me again because I do show the kids, and they won't be seeing them as much. And if they do, like, that's fine, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna bad talk them. I'm not gonna tell anybody what happened because it's, nobody's business or anything like that. But so what I was getting at is that life is going to change for us. So we have a lot of stuff that we still need to do to the house that we were going to do with my dad because he's very handy and fix it and stuff like that. So Andrew and I need to learn to do stuff like that. And now that the distance is there, I feel like there's a lot more things. Is that proper English? I don't think that's proper grammar. I don't care. There's a lot of things that Andrew and I have always wanted to do. More so me. Andrew doesn't really care what my parents think. I mean, he does, but anyways, there were a lot of things that I wanted to do and that I really want to work on, and I've always held myself back because I was afraid of like failure and stuff like that, and failure is not taken very well in my family, especially if like, I'm not going to go there because I'll start getting emotional, and I don't want to because I know you guys appreciate the honesty and the realness, but at some point you guys are going to get sick of seeing me cry. So I am going full force for the small business. You guys were so encouraging in that vlog where I literally broke down and I was like, I have nothing to offer. And a lot of that was in part to the situation that happened with my parents. So I'm going for it. I don't care. Obviously, I'm not going to put like my family at risk with like bankruptcy or anything like that. Remember I told you guys I literally have everything. There's some admin stuff that I have to do with like doing my taxes and renewing my license for wholesale, and my DBA I think is good for 3 years. Which is, a DBA is you're doing business as name. So I have a business name, which I want to do a whole reveal on. Like, I want to do this right. I'm not going to rush into it. But like I said, I already have everything done except for the admin part. But the admin part is expensive. It's not overly expensive, but it's money that I really shouldn't be spending on that when we have a brand new house. And so what I'm going to do is raise money. Now, before I even go into what I'm about to tell you, I want to tell you legit, no joke, I never ever want you guys to feel like I'm guilting you into buying something or you need to help me with anything. I never ever want to do that. However, I do feel like you guys are my friends and you guys were so excited when I told you guys I wanted to do this t-shirt company and maybe even branch out and do other things. Like, a lot of you were like, I want to be your first customer, and that melts my heart. It really does. And so in order to do that, I have to come up with some money, and it's too hot to do like garage sailing right now in Phoenix. It's still like in the hundreds. And so I was talking to Shauna and I was telling her that I used to make pretty good money on Facebook selling used makeup, like my makeup, not, I don't dumpster dive at Ulta or anything like that. This is all my makeup, which I feel like if you know me, you know I take really good care of my stuff. I kept the plastic or cardboard cartons for all of my makeup up until recently when I felt like a hoarder and I threw everything away. But everything's sanitized and stuff like that. But I was telling her that I used to make really good money on Facebook, and then the Facebook admins got like way cray with their rules and the way you had to like purchase things and the way you had to sell things. And so she told me to try Mercari. This is not sponsored by any means, but I did sign up last night and I listed a ton of stuff yesterday and this morning. It's Saturday IRL. So if I listed a ton of makeup, a ton. I also listed a ton of clothing. And I'm not even done. Like, I want to list some stuff for the kids. I'll obviously keep everything that I want that's like special, or, you know, things that I could see reusing for baby number 3 that's coming in 2020. I'm just guessing. So I'm not pregnant. That would be a long pregnancy. But anyways, and I want to put some stuff for home on there as well. Just, you know, some stuff. But a lot of it is makeup. And I'm actually practicing how I would package like and market myself and the business that I want to run. And so far I'm pretty pleased with how it's turning out. And it's definitely like, it's not just thrown in a bubble mailer and sent on its merry little way. So that's really exciting, and I'm definitely getting more excited for the small business aspect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to link down below my Mercari link, and what that does is it gives you guys $10 when you sign up on, I think it's like a purchase of $25 or more, you get $10 off. And I do have to disclaim by like federal law that if you do use that link, I do get $2 to my account. And some of the prices on there, you may think like it's astronomical, but the minimum I pay for shipping is $4. So if I ship this itty bitty little Lorac Pro palette, it doesn't weigh anything. I have a scale right here and it doesn't even barely register for, you know, a couple ounces. I pay $4.48 for that. So they also take a fee of like $1.25. So even if I listed that at $10, I'm gonna see $4 and some change for it. So keep that in mind when you're shopping on there. I know a lot of times, you know, it looks like you're paying a lot of money for used makeup, but the sellers really don't get that much. Also, never ever be afraid to message me with a offer. This is only if you're interested, and this is not money for me to go on a vacation or anything like that. This is money for me to get the business running, and I can't find a class to take, but I don't know, I'm gonna have to hunker down and just watch a million videos on how to get my silhouette up and running. If you're a silhouette user, help me. So I did want to mention that, and kind of, I swear to God, I don't even know. This video is going to take me at least probably a day to edit, because so many times I've mentioned this situation, and sometimes I'm like so emotional that I just like let it all spill out and say not very nice things, not anything hateful, but you know. And then there's sometimes where I'm like really catty about it, and I'm like, something happened, you guys don't need to know, and you know what I mean, just not very nice that way. So this, I had been planning to say to you, like I was thinking on how to get it going, and this is how I want to tell you. It's just that there is a situation. Times are gonna change, and so you guys aren't asking like, hey, what about this, what about that? I don't know And that's all I'm going to say about it right now. I'm not going to, you know, speculate or tell you what may or may not happen because I don't know. I really don't. It's just going to change. Everything's going to change from now on, unfortunately. So we have to undo that braid of, you know what I mean, our lives that were definitely intertwined. We have to undo it. So it's going to take it's going to be a process. It is kind of like a grieving for me because, you know, it's your parents. But that's how I want to end it. So if you want to check out some cool makeup that's gently used, I don't put anything on there that's like gross or damaged or anything like that. Same with clothing, like nothing has rips or holes or stains or anything like that on there. So just if you want to go to look, and again, I never ever want you guys to feel like you have to buy something from me. And I'm not going to mention this in every single video, like, hey, go check out my Mercari, you know, or anything like that. I'm going to say it here. I'm going to leave it linked down below. And then I really want to get cracking. I have a couple other aesthetic things that I need to get. And then I can literally just start making t-shirts. Once I start making the t-shirts, I can get them photographed. Once I get them photographed, I can post them for sale. And that'll be good news. So I love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this week. We got a lot of stuff done at the house for me being like kind of out of it. We got Bailey's room done. I got a lot of stuff done in my makeup room. I filmed like 2 videos, got 4 edited. It was a good week aside from the situation that I'm not going to mention anymore. But I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.